5 reasons why van life sucks. I think I said while. 5 reasons why van life... 5 reasons why van life sucks. I feel like everyone and their mother has done this video. But for this episode of Take 5 Friday... Damn it, that is not what it's called. Should I switch to that name? I just keep saying it. Today, on our second ever episode of 5 Minute Friday, it's a rough start. We are talking about why van life sucks. It honestly wasn't that hard to come up with 5 reasons why van life sucks. But it's just as easy to come up with 5 reasons why van life is awesome. As a reminder, 5 Minute Friday is where I try to do a 5-minute video every Friday on another topic. So as per usual, if you have any burning questions or ideas or just topics you want discussed, feel free to send me a message or put it down in the comments somewhere, and I will be very grateful. Number 1, cleaning. There is so much cleaning all the time, every day. And if you live in a van or a small space with a dog, like Sailor here, the cleaning is even more intense. I have a small vacuum that I have in the van. It comes in handy all the time. Right now, Sailor's going through some weird shedding period where she is shedding so intensely. I brush her almost every day, and then she comes inside and lays on the bed. So there is just hair everywhere. I also live in southern Utah where there is red dirt and sand. So every time I go in and out, dirt comes in after me. Every time the dog goes in and out, dirt comes in after her. And so when you have such a limited space, you have to keep it clean. If you've seen my van life cooking stuff, I have shown you just how many dishes are created. And living in a van, there are critters that are always trying to get in. It's always a battle to keep them out. So you can't just leave dishes hanging around. So you're constantly doing dishes. Point is, cleaning is nonstop, all the time. Forever and ever. Number 2, decision fatigue. Constantly making decisions. Where am I headed next? What's the temperature going to be like there? What route? I need to stop and get propane. Do I have enough power in my battery banks? Do I need to plug in somewhere? There's a million decisions every day. Number 3, this is a big one. Safety. I guess it's kind of a decision thing also. I talked about this in the last 5 Minute Friday. You're constantly in new places and unfamiliar environments. You're constantly thinking about safety concerns. I lock my door at night like 50 times just to be sure that it's locked. I have to make sure my keys are in the place where I know they're going to be so that if there is an issue, I can just grab them, launch myself over that seat and take off. I won't leave something outside just because if something were to go wrong, I don't need any impediments to getting out quick. I always park so that I am facing out, so I'll back into a spot. If something goes wrong, I straight shot out of there. I don't have to back out and maneuver. So basically it's all about efficiently getting out of a bad situation if it should arise. This is just a lot of stuff that's really tiring. It kind of goes with this decision fatigue thing. The fact that we even have to consider this stuff really sucks, but it is a part of life, especially traveling as a solo female. Number 4, limited space. I guess it's not a surprise that living in a van, you don't have a lot of space. What that means is you're constantly bumping your elbow against something, constantly hitting your head on a cabinet, spilling things while you're cooking. The dog is under your feet. It's small. And when you have a dog in there with you, it's even smaller. I like van life because it is a small space. It feels cozy, especially if it's like in a rainstorm or something like that. Like, it just feels so cozy. I love always having my house with me. I'm tired, I'm just gonna pull over into this parking lot and take a nap, and you're just in your bed. But it's very limited what you can have with you. If I buy something new, I have to get rid of something. Generally, that's the general rule if I'm going to be shopping. Groceries, I have a tiny fridge. I can't really stock up on anything, so I have to go grocery shopping more often. I can't buy in bulk, so things get a little bit more expensive. Sometimes it kind of sucks. Number 5, I guess it's just kind of this catch-all logistics category. Wi-Fi. When you're in this lifestyle, you end up traveling to a lot of places where you don't have service. You're not necessarily near a town where you can go to like a coffee shop or a library where you can get Wi-Fi or internet. If you are working remotely, that can be a big issue. You know, there are things you can do. You can hotspot your phone. You can kind of just stay near cities when you need to be near them. But it's just another thing that you have to plan for. Another thing would be like mail. Do you have a P.O. box somewhere? Are you doing mail forwarding? Do you have a permanent address that you can have mail shipped to and then you have someone forward it to you? Just another thing you have to figure out before you live in a van. You don't have a mailing address for a package to get delivered on your doorstep, so you have to coordinate picking it up at the post office or whatever shipping service is doing the shipping. Water, you need to figure out where you're going to be getting your water from, filling your tanks, where you're going to be dumping your tanks. You have to find dump stations. There's a lot of little logistics that go with this lifestyle, so do with that what you will. Bonus number 6. This one is very specifically for van life. Me, in particular, this seems to be a big issue for me, and I'm sure it's a big issue for others as well. In a van, especially if it's not a 4-wheel drive van, getting to places can be really hard. I know that a lot of these like YouTube, Instagram, influency kind of things make it sound like they are way far out in the backcountry, which some people do. And it is an option. I do take the van a lot of places I probably shouldn't take it, but it's stressful. And there's a lot of places you can't take a van. I don't think that the van can't make it. Maybe it can't. I mean, there are some places I definitely cannot take the van. It will not make it. But there's a lot of places that I just won't even risk it. And the reason why is everything in here is built out. And all your stuff is in here. And even though I haven't had any major issues, knock on wood, the ceiling slats, are those falling down? Is my food, flying around? Is my refrigerator popping open and gonna break the slides? And there's all these different things that are running through your mind. And the other thing is, I don't know if you've ever been in a cargo van, even built out, it is really loud. It's a big reason why I ended up getting the new old 4Runner, because especially in Utah, there are just so many places you can't go in a vehicle that's not 4-wheel drive high clearance. There are so many reasons to love van life, but do not look at these videos and influencers and photos of beautiful places and just feel like it's just glorious travel, van life adventure. It's not. There's so much more to it, and there are things about this lifestyle and traveling in a van and living in a van full time that suck. Not to dissuade anyone from doing this, I just think there are a lot of other sides to this that don't really get talked about, so, or they do, I don't know. Anyway, I hope to see you soon. That's it. I think we could go on to number 5. Oh, that was number 5. I have a bonus number 6. So it's, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. But I think that take 5 is like a lottery thing. That's neither here nor there. Taylor's nose. Cleaning is even more intense. That's distracting. That's kind of loud. Okay, stand by.